Every time we turn on the news, it seems there's a new cause that needs our attention. Natural disasters that have dire consequences, humanitarian crises that move us to respond in real time, societal upheaval that requires our attention and action. At times, it's overwhelming. There are so many issues we are facing. And yet, there are so many places where our dollars, our time, and our goodness could make a positive impact. It might be one of the reasons that more and more people are turning to brands and products to be the difference makers. Today's brands don't just have an opportunity. In their customers' eyes, they are expected to use their platform, network, and products to make that difference. And the data proves it. In surveys conducted by our friends at Porter Novelli, more than 3/4 of Americans believe that companies have the responsibility to positively impact society, in addition to being profitable. My apologies to Milton Friedman for making him turn in his grave. But the bottom line is that people want the companies they interact with to help them do good in the world. And for the companies that do, there are clear rewards. In another survey by Porter Novelli, nearly 9 in 10 people said they are more likely to buy from companies that are purpose-driven, and nearly 3/4 said they would refer their friends and family to buy from those companies too. There's a reason that commerce and activism are becoming so closely intertwined. Customers have indicated that when they buy from brands that are purpose-driven, they feel like they're making an impact on the world around them. In other words, people need to buy things, but when they have the option of buying from a company that does some good, they'll almost always support that brand, now and in the future. Purpose-driven companies also earn more customer loyalty, and truly visionary companies are taking it even a step further. Not only are they creating impact in their communities by supporting the causes that matter to society, they are inviting customers to support causes that are important to them, creating customer-led giving programs that leave the choice in the people's hands. Now imagine yourself at a grocery store. You've done all your shopping, you've waited in line, and the cashier has run through all of your items. When you pull out your credit card and you're ready to pay, the cashier asks you a question. Would you like to donate $1 to our charitable cause this month? It's a good thing to do, and many people will obligingly add $1 to their bill. But what if there was one simple change in that question? What if the cashier instead asked, would you like us to donate $1 to your favorite cause? Now you have a choice. A choice to bring a cause or a movement that you care about into the grocery store's giving program. Choice is a powerful thing. And we know that when companies enable choice, that's when true customer engagement and loyalty happens. I'm your host, Sona Khosla, and this is Speaking of Purpose by Venevity. This season is dedicated to movements, and today we're talking about a global movement towards customer-led giving programs. To do that, we're spending this episode with the people at a global company that has engaged its customers in a truly innovative way to tremendous results: Microsoft. At Microsoft, they have always understood the business benefits of incentivizing customers and rewarding them for repeat business. Microsoft Rewards exists to do just that. Users can earn value back on their purchases and receive gift cards towards future items. As a part of this loyalty program, users can choose to donate their reward points to a limited number of charities selected by Microsoft. Enter Altaf Gilani. Altaf is the product head for Give Back initiatives at Microsoft. His job is to manage Microsoft's existing consumer loyalty programs and find new ways for Microsoft to infuse purpose into every aspect of their customer relationships. What makes Altaf and his team special is their passion for goodness. And naturally, they bring that goodness with them to work. And it reveals itself in the projects they lead. It's precisely these kind of purpose-driven employees that bring about transformative change in the world's biggest companies. Today, we're going to talk to Altaf about how he transformed the Microsoft Rewards program from a commoditized loyalty program into a purpose-driven one, turning it into the success story we now know as Give with Bing. Well, thank you so much for joining today, Altaf. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me to the podcast. It's great to have this opportunity to talk to you, Sona.
When Altaf first came to Microsoft, the Rewards initiative had a small charitable component in which users could choose to donate their reward points to a charity of Microsoft's choosing. Altaf could see that users were engaged in the giving initiative, but he could also see that they were hungry for more. So Altaf rethought everything about Microsoft Rewards giving strategy and how their customers could lead the way.
So let me explain right from the beginning. So as I mentioned, Microsoft Rewards is a consumer loyalty program. So from Bing perspective, what we do is every time you search, we give you points depending on your engagement with the program, and you can accumulate those points, and we give significant amount of value back on the Bing searches that you can accumulate on a daily basis over the course of the entire month, and you can use those points to redeem it for gift cards, or you can donate it to a charity. Initially, the charity corpus was less than 20 nonprofits that were handpicked by Microsoft. So every time I had met my customers, they would say that why can't you add nonprofits that I care about, or my local nonprofit, my local church, my local school. That was a feedback that we had got quite for quite some time. So from there, we started thinking about the idea, and the final product that we have in front of users is what Give with Bing is. So Give with Bing, it's very simple. You simply use Bing on a daily basis, either on your PC or on your mobile or any devices that you like. You sign up for Give with Bing. Once you have signed in once, that's it. You just use your search on a daily basis, do what you do, and at the end of the month, we will route that, convert those points into dollars and route that money through Benevity to the nonprofit that you care about. And as I mentioned, the power is in the community. So the more people they start using Microsoft Bing on a daily basis and select that particular nonprofit, the more goodness gets to that nonprofit and will be able to make a bigger impact.
Give with Bing connects its users directly to the nonprofits they care about and lets them donate just by doing their daily internet searches. It's a big idea with big impact, but it started with just a small spark when Altaf was growing up.
Basically, growing up, I'm a computer science student, and coming from a modest background, I was a meritorious student, and I got scholarships while I was getting through my engineering, and even doing my masters in United States. The universities funded me through scholarships, and I always, when I look back, I start thinking somebody would have funded those scholarships, right? That the funds would have come from somewhere, right? And some of those are local institutes, if you think about it, right? And again, the power is in the community. So I always thought about, basically the bigger organizations have more avenues for getting funds, but the local nonprofits may not have the same opportunities, and if we can make this opportunity available to all the nonprofits, then they can start rallying their communities around starting to use Microsoft Bing on a daily basis. So that not only helps us as a business, but also it helps the community. So there is that virtuous cycle that goes on, which will help the business on the Microsoft side, but the spirit of giving from Bing helps the community at large as well. So it's a win-win situation for all of us. Personally, I also volunteer at multiple nonprofits in my life, including my kids' school. And there I've seen that in my kids' school, that through some shopping programs, the schools get some donations coming. And every time they market that. And I had a dream that, hey, can we route this points from Microsoft Rewards back to my school, or back to any nonprofit which is local and which has a smaller reach, but their needs are also small.
From his time as a university student to his time as a father volunteering for the PTA, Altaf continued to find inspiration when it came to giving back. And it helped him realize that everyone has a cause that's important to them, one that has a deep personal meaning. And while not everyone has the means to give to charity, he thought that if they can do some good while doing the things they do every day, it can make a bigger impact on a global scale. With that inspiration, Altaf brought the idea for Give with Bing to his team and leadership at Microsoft. He knew his company was already deeply purpose-driven. Microsoft is committed to making a difference at all levels through their grants, accessibility programs, and well-known and loved employee giving and volunteering program called Give. Knowing that Altaf's idea only added to their progressive purpose ideals, they quickly realized its potential. Not only was it an opportunity to truly engage customers, It would put customers in the driver's seat by helping them give back to the causes that mattered to them personally. Altaf shares his secret to success when selling the idea to the decision makers at Microsoft.
So that usually goes through the usual process of any idea that comes in, right? We usually go into the opportunity analysis and also think about how we can make a quick MVP around it. So it went through the usual process, and it was an easier story to sell because if you look at the millennials and Gen Zs of the world, these days they are willing to make product decisions based on what the product stands for or cares about. And here we were actually venturing into that philanthropic space and expand our footprint there. We had some footprint, but we wanted to expand it further. So in that sense, with some of the personal stories that I had, for the PTAs, or even how my kids also are actually don't let me buy any other chocolates other than the fair trade chocolates. Like there is an activist in the new generation, and that kind of resonated pretty much. When you look into your own self, everybody wants to do good, right? So in that sense, I got a good support whenever I was presenting, or whenever my team was presenting this idea to the relevant stakeholders. So I think it was fairly easy, because there's some goodness in each one of us, and each one of us wants to do good. So again, the opportunity was there, and it worked out well for us.
Altaf's experience with getting buy-in at the highest levels is not unlike what we hear from other purpose professionals. Of course, the C-suite likes to hear the numbers, the business case, the potential for ROI, but there's also more heart in the boardroom than you might expect. Even the most left-brained CEOs know that there's some intangible value to doing good, and they want to be a part of it. We've even seen some CEOs light up with that unmistakable moment of recognition when they realize they are helping their people and their customers do what matters to them. So when it came to Give with Bing, the opportunity was bursting with potential, and the impact has been outstanding. Altaf and his team look forward to work every day knowing that they've given people a way to support the causes that they're most passionate about, while doing the thing that they do every day, using a search engine. In the 10 months since Microsoft and Benevity collaborated to launch Give with Bing, the program and impact has grown enormously, raising over $5.7 million for 1.4 million nonprofits. Adding choice was the game changer. "13 years ago, Benevity began disrupting corporate philanthropy by democratizing it and putting the power in the hands of the people. In the years since, we've seen it turn into a major movement. And this movement has proven that the more voices you involve and the more choice you provide, the more meaning and impact you create. The lines between commerce and activism have blurred like never before. As far as your customers are concerned, they are one and the same. People not only expect the brands they love to have a purpose, they expect the brands they love to catalyze their purpose. Now, more than ever, some of the world's most iconic brands are delivering purpose in every interaction, designing their giving programs to be a collaborative effort between themselves and their customers. As Altaf says, the power is in the community. Each individual's contribution adds up to make a major impact. So if you're searching for ways to make an impact, go ahead and start with Give with Bing. Today's episode of Speaking of Purpose was created by the passionate team here at Benevity. If you enjoy our show, please share it with a colleague or a friend you think would find it interesting. Special thanks to Altaf Gilani. Go to bing.com/give to start using Give with Bing for all of your internet searches. To get there, or to find Benevity Impact Labs and other helpful resources, please check out the show notes. If you're a nonprofit that would like to promote Give with Bing to your supporters, we have 2 webinars you can watch to get started. The links to those shows are in the episode's show notes, or you can email the team at givewithbingsupport@microsoft.com. For more episodes, You can subscribe to Speaking of Purpose wherever you get your podcasts. And come say hi to us on social media. We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's episode. Learn more about us at benevity.com. Thanks for listening.